The co-defendant with a Houston pastor has pleaded guilty to fraud. We've got the story. The U.S. will resume executions of federal prisoners. What does that mean for the Black community? And the Democratic debate is coming to TSU. Details coming up. Hi, I'm ReShonda Tate Billingsley with your weekly Defender NewsWrap, where we bring you the biggest news stories from the Black community. The man who is a co-defendant with Houston pastor Kirby John Caldwell in a case accusing them of defrauding investors of millions of dollars has pleaded guilty to wire fraud. Gregory Allen Smith is accused along with Caldwell of telling investors that defaulted historical Chinese bonds could provide risk-free returns. Smith, who billed himself as an investment advisor, recruited the victims through his connections. Caldwell is accused of using the money for personal expenses. He maintains his innocence and says any investor who asked for their money back received it. The pastor released a statement saying he believed in the legitimacy of the transactions he was involved with and never intended on defrauding anyone. Smith faces 5 to 7 years in prison, a $1 million fine, and more. Caldwell's trial is slated to start December 2nd. Low-income homeowners in Houston's 2nd Ward will soon get some help with repairs. A public-private partnership has kicked off a fundraising campaign to rebuild one of Houston's oldest neighborhoods. Rebuilding Together Houston aims to raise $2.5 million to repair up to 100 homes in the 2nd Ward over the next 3 to 5 years. The effort is part of Mayor Turner's Complete Communities Initiative, which you can read all about in this week's Defender newspaper. A Harris County grand jury has indicted Darion Vince for tampering with the body of Malia Davis, the 4-year-old girl who was reported missing in May and later found dead in Arkansas. Vince is the former fiance of Davis's mother. When he reported the girl's disappearance, he told investigators he was assaulted on the road on May 3rd, accusing the assailants of stealing his car and abducting Davis. After more than a decade without an execution, the Attorney General says that the federal government will start killing people once again, ordering 5 men to the execution chamber. While federal prosecutors still sometimes seek the death penalty, the Federal Bureau of Prisons hasn't executed an inmate since 2003. Critics say this will disproportionately affect blacks, since we make up 42% of the people on federal death row. This is especially troubling since Donald Trump made it clear that he'd like drug dealers to receive the death penalty, and statistics show that blacks are incarcerated for drugs almost 3 times more often than their white counterparts. Proof again that elections have consequences. The Democratic debate is coming to Texas Southern University. The 3rd debate will take place September 12th and 13th on the campus of TSU. ABC News will have a team in tow and all eyes will be on the university. Even better, students will have an opportunity to work hands-on with the debate prep. Following a lengthy nationwide search, Joan R.M. Bullock has been named the new dean of Texas Southern University's Thurgood Marshall School of Law. She will be the 10th and the first female dean in the law school's history. Bullock's appointment follows the recent 2-year chief administrative officer stint by acting dean Gary L. Bledsoe. And in today's Are You Serious news, a white inventor is under fire for claiming she invented the hair bonnet. Yes, that thing your grandmother insisted you sleep in every night when you were little. Entrepreneur Sarah Lindenberg claims she came up with the idea of a washable silk head wrap that prevents breakouts and preserves hairstyles, as she charged $98 for it. Yes, $98, and got major news coverage. Well, you know, Black Twitter set her straight as she's since apologized, but she's still collecting her coins. Can't believe they're gentrifying hair bonnets now. We're here to help you plan your weekend with these upcoming community events. On Wednesday, July 31st, the Bayou City Art Festival will take place. On Friday, August 2nd, the Houston International Jazz Festival will kick off. And on Sunday, August 4th, the Summer Jazz Workshop Scholarship Jazz Brunch will take place. Check them out, and if you have some events you'd like us to share, send to us at news@defendermediagroup.com. It's a wrap. Make sure you're following us at Defender Network on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And join us here next week for all your Defender highlights.